Okay, so if you're doing a job application cover letter, pay attention. If you're doing a college app, you don't need to pay attention, but you'll need to know about this later in life. Okay? So Garen, just take a look for a sec. All right. So cover letters have a certain format, right? So if I Google cover letter format and we look at images, they all have your address, your company address, and then dear whatever, okay? So this is a different kind of letterhead, right here. Is your name Mia? So you can kind of format this however you want, okay? So it could be centered, it could be on the right. You could do something fancy, all right? David, since you're kind of in an artistic industry, you could like create some sort of. Yes. But you know how they have like that graffiti logo? Yeah. You could do something like that with your name to kind of stand out. You can add color to stand out. There are other ways to stand out. Okay. If you're applying to be a lawyer, you are not going to use a graffiti name, right? Remember, purpose. Figure out who your audience is, okay? You have to be able to tailor your cover letter to that. All right. So let me pull up a sample really quick. All right. Hi, Caitlin. Did you check in the office? Yes. Good? Okay. We're just going over the cover letter information. All right. In a cover letter, you don't need to have like 3 paragraphs like this says. You don't need to have like a certain number of paragraphs. What you do need to do is format this so that the most important information is at the top. Why would the most important information be at the top of your cover letter? Yeah, Kyle.
So that if they stop reading.
Yes. Yeah, because they could stop reading it, and if you've got all the juicy details about why you're perfect for this job at the bottom, guess what?
They don't see it.
They don't see it, okay? So the most important info always goes at the top, okay? So that should be your introduction of your name, what your experience is, why you're great for this. That's where you kind of brag about yourself. All right, so what's the reason you're writing? What job are you applying for? That's all the info right here that you should be hitting across, okay? Mention how you learned of the opening. Not necessarily. You just need to say really quickly why you're perfect for that job, okay? That's where you need to get the important info at the top. In the middle, this kind of gives you, like, explain why you're interested, include something special or unique about yourself. You need to say why you're a good fit for that job, okay? You can also address something like, let's say I'm applying for a teaching job, and I'm a first-year teacher, okay? So it could look bad that I don't have any experience, right? Someone could be like, oh, she needs a couple more years before I hire her. I might say, although I'm a first-year teacher, I'm a great fit for this because I can relate to the kids in certain ways, blah, 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 blah. So you can twist things so if you know they're going to be like, they're going to pick out something negative about you, address that counter argument right away. Hence why we do argumentative writing for things like this. Okay? Now, third paragraph, it says, you may want to suggest alternate dates or simply advise, include a statement or question that will encourage the reader to respond. All right? You need to hit them with a really good conclusion, a really good ending that's going to make them want to hire you. Okay? What's one last thing you can plop in there? What other skills can you give to the job? All right? So Keith, what other skills can you give besides just being a welder for them? Okay? Maybe that's something to put in here. For instance, in my teaching cover letters, remember I taught swimming in college? I coached swimming in college, right? So something I said at the end of my cover letters was, I can assist students with admissions processes in college because I'm familiar with how universities take on students from my experience as a Division I coach. Okay? What other skills can you bring? What's going to make them look at you and be like, ooh, this guy can bring extra, or this gal can bring some extra skills other than just being whatever that job app is for? That's another way you can stand out. Okay? Any questions on format? Remember, important info at the top. So do you have the training for it? Do you have the skills for it? All right. If you've been a barber for 22 years, you might want to put that down.
I don't want to lie.
I'm saying in the future. Okay. Caitlin, if you're applying for a cosmetologist position, okay, you've already gone through an ROP program. What else have you done to make you qualified for that job? Put that in the first paragraph and then detail it further lower down in the letter. Okay? Kelsey, if you're doing a cover letter for an acting gig, I don't even know if you do a cover letter. I don't know. Okay? I'm not an actress. But you might put that you've done a master class in New York. All these other things at the very top that makes you stand out to be like, ooh, she's really well prepared. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Kim.
No,
Oh, sure. Just wave at me all you want. All right. So after your 5-sentence summary, submit that. Okay? Submit your 5-sentence summary. Remember, that's giving me information on your purpose, your audience, all those things. And then get started on your cover letter or your college app essay. I need a printed hard copy tomorrow in class.
Wait, so we have to do the 5-sentence summary of this in a college application essay?
Did you look at the PowerPoint? So if we go back to the modules, okay, introduction to writing task. So remember the writing task is either your college app or your cover letter, which we've been talking about for like the whole couple weeks. So at the end of this PowerPoint, it's just giving you pre-writing, your 5-sentence summary for your college app or your cover letter. Okay.
So it's either or.
No, you're doing both. One's pre-writing, that should take 5-10 minutes, and then one's your actual essay. Alright, so Caitlin. The assignment at the end of the PowerPoint is just pre-writing. Okay? So instead of just being like, go write your cover letter, I want you to think about who you're applying to. Okay, what's the purpose of your... which one do you want to do? College app or job? Okay, so let's find a job that you want to actually apply for, or a future. We can find an application for a cosmetologist. Okay, makeup artist, something like that. And then we can actually get you a letter written, so then you have it. So even if like you do decide to go to a JC or something right now, you have that draft for the future. Okay? So find that job opening, and then write your 5-sentence summary. So what's the purpose of your job application, your cover letter? Okay. Who's the audience? What's your message, your persona, your credibility? And then there was a 5th one. So I can't remember. They're all in the PowerPoint. Okay? Any questions?